So I'm making my crispy chicken meatballs. They're filled with gooey cheese, fried and dipped in red sauce. My goat cheese stuffed baby peppers are blistered to perfection and filled with creamy cheese. I'm taking one of my favorite spicy pastas and turning it into shrimp fra diavolo bites. For dessert, chocolate Christmas tree brownies with double the chocolate. And how about a cocktail? My whiskey spritz is packed with holiday flavors. Let's get started with those yummy brownies. A little more adult-like because there's salt on them, and then cut them into little Christmas trees and decorate them. So it feels very holiday-like. So we started with half a cup of all-purpose flour and then 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. And the difference with the cocoa powder is that there's no sugar in it. So we're just using intense flavors of chocolate. 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And I love making these. A lot of times I'll put them in the freezer and then I'll just cut them out any which way I want. You could do snowmen, you could do Christmas trees, you could do little stars, and then decorate them instead of cookies. I'm just a lover of brownies, and so is Jade. A little bit of salt. And then 2 eggs. And as you can see, it's a very easy process. And we're also gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And then a stick of melted butter. Oh yeah. There we go. Break up the eggs and mix it all together. Okay. And then we're gonna add some dark chocolate chips. Half a cup of dark chocolate chips. So I like to use bittersweet, but you could use semi-sweet if you prefer it. I just like that intense chocolate flavor. It's like a double chocolate brownie, right? Chocolate upon chocolate. We grab the dish, and I've already greased the baking dish. So now, look at that. There we go. I'm gonna spread it out. And I like to underbake it slightly. So you're gonna bake it at 350 degrees for about 25 to 28 minutes. Here comes the fun. So we're gonna add a little bit of turbinado sugar, so it's just sugar in the raw, a sweet crunch on the top of the brownie, and then we're also gonna add some flake salt. You can see how big they are, right? Flake salt has a little bit more of a salty bite to it. So what I'm doing is I'm adding a sugary coating on top and a little bit of a salty coating. Lots of flavors going through it rather than just sweet. All right, 350 for about 25 to 28 minutes. So my brownies have baked and cooled. You wanna cool them completely so the brownie's set and it's much easier to cut. I take a little paring knife, I cut down the center of the brownie, just like this. Oh yeah. Then I turn the pan. So you just wanna cut the first one at an angle, like this. You're gonna basically cut a W. So there's 1, and then there's 2. See how it looks like a W that you're cutting? So that's the first half, okay? Then I take a little offset spatula, and we're gonna start lifting them out. Sometimes it's easier to take a corner out first. There we go. Look at that. You can always trim the sides by eating them. Look how pretty these are. I have a little frosting. So really all I did was buy store-bought vanilla frosting. I put it in a bowl and add a little bit of green food coloring, just like 2 drops, and mix it together. And then I take a pair of little scissors, and at the tip, just cut the tip off ever so slightly. There we go. Do a little dollop right on top. Isn't that pretty? Then what I do is I just buy a lot of different sprinkles, and then you can kind of just dust it with all of the gold and the red, whatever you like. And that is that.